Y'all, Wizard101 just announced a bunch of teasers, including an upcoming change to a feature they've never touched before. It looks like the summer update is literally right around the corner. They've done basically all the teasers that they normally would have done by now. So I thought we would go through all of them. It's kind of been a lot of theorizing, so, we'll see. Just keep in mind, a lot of speculation in this video. The first teaser that people are freaking out about is from Wizard101's tweet this week, where they basically, put out this image, and it's supposed to be like the Cabal symbol from, like, I want to say Arc 3 and Arc 4. But y'all, they like very unironically put a very ominous message. There are some things that in the darkness that the light has never seen or something. I don't know, like, well, what's going on with this, man? But this could be a very, very, like, this could mean a bunch of things. One, it could just be related to the raid that's upcoming. I know people have very, very different viewpoints on raids. Hopefully this one is something that, maybe it's a little bit less frustrating, a little bit less needed for PvP would be nice. But yes, this could be related to the raid that's incoming. Now, we know that the raid is going to be based on the world of Polaris, so maybe there could be some stuff like, I don't know, with unresolved issues in Polaris, and they make that the basis of the raid. Now, here's my problem with that theory, right? The thing is, Polaris was more about one of, like, old Cobb's sons, one of Grandfather Spider's sons. It was more about the rat dude than it really was about the Cabal. I'd say if this is like a Mirage-themed raid, then I could easily believe that, okay, this teaser about the Cabal is probably about the raid that's incoming. And if y'all don't know why I say that, it's because the Cabal was deeply, involved in the plotline of Mirage. They were basically behind trying to reverse the sands of times to restore the first world. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go through the world of Mirage, bro. It's a banger. So let's say that these, images that they're teasing again, let's say that they're not related to the raid. I think it could mean a lot of things. This could be a pre-quest for a world that we're gonna see soon. It could even be a whole new set of spells, which is something that we haven't gotten since Shadow Magic, right? We haven't really interacted with any other school. I'm not saying that this is a school symbol, like, it's just clearly a symbol of like a group of people, but there is an unused classroom that uses this symbol all over the place, right? And it's still in the Arcanum. It would be kind of cool for this place to get, maybe not abandoned. Maybe we can learn some new things. I think what's kind of dope about the whole Arch Mastery system is eventually they could maybe, they can apply this to other schools. It's actually easier now than ever to add new schools. Do I think they're adding a whole new school? Probably not. I just think it would be cool to, have something that's like, closer to like Shadow Magic, but, new for like people that are way above level 100, which is literally the last time we've interacted with anything outside of the main few schools in the Astral schools. So this teaser, it could just be related to the raid, in which case I have waffled. It could be related to like a pre-quest for, the next arc, because we just finished an arc where there were some unresolved things with the Cabal, a few maybe, or it could literally just be a whole new classroom in the Arcanum. We don't know. Either way, it could probably be something pretty cool for the game. Now, I did say in the intro and probably the title that they haven't changed a feature like this in, like, since the conception of the game. They're adding a new emote wheel. This is the second teaser that they put out this week. But what it looks like to me is you probably have like some kind of hotkey that you press, and then it brings up a scroll wheel with every single emote. Now, they've been adding emotes since the beginning of the game. Eventually, I think for a lot of people, they're probably finding it pretty hard to like access all the emotes, right? There's member, premium, there's all the regular ones. So I think they're taking a page from other, other games, and they're basically making it so you could pull up a wheel of emotes with multiple pages even, and you could just basically choose which emote that you want to use. Now, I really like the idea of this feature. I think that type of interactivity, it's kind of what makes Wizard101 really fun to play for me. But what I would hope is that it's more of like, a fully fleshed feature. I think they've been working on something like this in a while. I want to say in test run previously, they made it so that you could actually like, access your emotes in your inventory. This is something that they did, but I don't think it made it into live realm unless I misunderstood the way the feature worked. But it looks like they've been trying to find a way to port over emotes into like a more usable fashion, other than just a drop down menu that you have to like, you have to click on a drop down, go to another drop down, sometimes go to a third one, right? This is a lot to do something as fun and simple as emoting. So I think hopefully there's going to be a way to just, maybe just press E for emote on your keyboard, and you can just, click whichever one. I hope that you can organize emotes so that the first page has the emotes that you want to use more, and the second page is more just for the meme. Another thing that I kind of hope that they do now that they're starting to add even more ways to ideally just quickly do stuff, I want them to add key keybind. I don't know how hard this is to do, so again, this could be kind of crazy, but right now, if you go through gameplay options, you have a lot of customizability in terms of like, you know, your playing experience, right? You can be hidden to friends, you could like you could turn on and off a lot of features, but there is no keybind feature, which I think when you're starting to get into like emoting, they're probably going to be adding mechanics in the next raid that are related to movement. When they're adding all of these things, I think it would be nice to add keybinds just for a few things that people want to customize, right? Not everyone wants to E to emote. Maybe they play other games where they've already binded their key to emoting, you know, with a different key, right? So it'd be cool if you could like, I don't know, have like maybe under gameplay options 4, maybe like just for emoting, for example, if this is how they're going to start, a keybind so you could put whatever key that you want so that it's even more close to home. I feel like it should be second nature to emote in Wiz. I think that's what they're going for. I think that would be cool if you could customize which emotes are on the first page of the wheel that you pull up, and if you customize the key that you use to pull it up. I think that would make the feature a gigantic W. That's just me though. I don't know if y'all feel that way. And finally, though I already kind of touched on this, there's been more news on the upcoming tournament update for Wizard101 PvP, all that jazz. And one big piece of news that they put out is that they're probably going to be doing this thing called a showcase tournament, basically run by the game 1 to 2 times per PvP season. And I guess the purpose of it will be to pit a bunch of players, I guess, within similar ranks against each other to get a champion for each rank, I guess, if I had to guess kind of what they're going for. It's definitely a cool concept, but I think it's a continuation of what I would assume tournaments are always meant for, right? They're supposed to be events quite separate from the ranked PvP queue, something people can look forward to. I've always thought the tournaments were kind of like great, like for sure, like, you know, the previous time that we had them, but if they're going to be revamping them anyways, I do feel like it would be nice if it felt like it was more of something to look forward to than just something you could sign up to at any hour, right? I think I've always wanted tournaments to feel like that. Obviously, balancing that between, you know, also having player access, I think that's going to be a really hard question to answer. What is really, really cool is they've onboarded someone to specifically like handle tournaments. So this is going to be something that's like actually like they have the resources to do. This new person, they introduce themselves. I believe their name is Roberto. I like that's their, like, you know, Wizard101 username type thing. But they did introduce themselves in the official Wizard101 Discord server. So if y'all have feedback on how you think tournaments ought to go, that's a great place to go so that, you know, this ends up as close to what players want. Big Cabal teaser, easier emoting, and also hopefully a really hype tournament update. These are the things that we can look forward to right now based on the teasers alone. What feature are y'all most excited about? I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on the comments on all of these stuff, including other features that you hope make it into the summer update. As always, drop a like if you enjoyed, leave us a review. A lot of y'all wanted me to cover some of these things, speculate a little bit, but hopefully y'all enjoyed. As always, if somebody hasn't told you you're awesome today, they doing something wrong. Stay awesome. See y'all soon. And yeah.